Hi everyone, this is Kawika Valentine, and I am going to be talking to you about optimizing for the Retina display. I myself actually just bought a new MacBook Pro with Retina, and the changes are pretty awesome, and then in some aspects the changes are pretty bad. So we're going to learn a quick solution to optimize for Retina, and here we go. So first of all, for some of you that may not know, although I doubt there's many of you, but what is a Retina display? Well, it refers to displays that have an average pixel density of 300 ppi. So if you look at the image on the left, this is what my old MacBook Pro would display. If I were to zoom in, you see it's very pixelated, it's not very crisp or refined, but if you look over at the picture on the right, you'll see that if you were to perform the same action of zooming in or enhancing on the Retina display, you'll see that there isn't much pixel blur. It's still very crisp, very legible, and it looks very clean. So Retina displays were designed in points, not pixels, meaning that each point represents 4 pixels. And this was introduced around the same time, actually I think it was the 4S is when they started introducing the Retina display. And so that's when Apple started changing how they measured their displays. And so this increases the pixel size by 2 times the original amount. So when the image remains the same size, the graphic becomes more dense. So that helps because if the pixels weren't doubled, the image size would then shrink. So you would have this, picture that used to be a full-size picture, say it was full-size of your screen, it would then shrink down to half, and so that that problem was overcome by making that image more dense. Because if the display was larger and the image wasn't dense, then you would have a very, very small image. So when the pixels are duplicated and the graphics are enlarged, everything tends to get blurry. But as I mentioned before, that little solution. So if you want to kind of see what I'm talking about, if you don't have a Retina display, go to the Apple Store and use one of their Retina Thunderbolt displays and pull up like an old application, see if you can find one that isn't an Apple application. A good one is Office for Mac. If you ever use like maybe the Outlook or Word or PowerPoint, look up at the top toolbar. You'll see how some of their graphic images and icons are a little blurry. Another good thing to do is to just go to an old website, something that's big and corporate that you don't think has a whole lot of money to dedicate to converting to Retina, and you'll see like their logos are kind of choppy, everything's kind of pixelated, and play around with it and you'll really kind of get a feel as to what Retina is and what Retina can do. But definitely go to the Apple Store and check it out, because I definitely spend way too much time fiddling with stuff I can't afford. So a solution, obviously, that's why I'm talking about it. Of course, a solution. This one is simple. There are other solutions that you can do, but I wanted to present this one because it was simple, it's quick, it's great for quick conversions, and that's just using a media query to target those high density device displays. So like the 4S or the iPad with Retina, or even a 15-inch MacBook Pro. And although it can be time consuming, it's a great way to convert or create simple solutions. And so if you look at the code that I've input on the right hand side, you'll see that it queries for different pixel ratios and then calls a graphic image. So yes, while you are creating 2 different images, one that is for standard display and one is for Retina, and that's where the time consumption comes in. Like I said, it's kind of an easy, simple solution, and that's pretty much it. You can look at other ones if you want. There's several other solutions. I just wanted to focus on a simple one, and that's how you can optimize very quickly and simply for the Retina display. Happy designing!